A very common question that we get here at NTC is, what do I need in order to get my NICET certification? Well, let's take 2 minutes to learn more about NICET certification, the requirements, and what you're going to have to do. So, you're going to have experience in the field of fire alarm systems in order to get this certification. But not only that, you're going to have to be able to pass the NICET certification exam. When it comes to the work experience, you're going to have to provide documentation of your work experience. Both of these things, passing the exam and the work experience, are going to be a necessity in order to achieve the certification. Anyone can go in and pass the exam, but you don't get the certification without the experience. So let's get into how much experience you're going to need. As a level 1 technician, the way that NICET looks at it is you are entry level technician. Your helpers and people that are brand new to the field, level 1 is what NICET looks at as what you should be achieving. You're going to be looking at somebody that works under supervision, and the requirement in experience is you got to have a minimum of 6 months in the field of fire alarm systems to get that certification after passing the exam. Level 2, you are no longer looked at as somebody new to the field. The way NICET looks at it, you are an independent and technician. You're going to be doing a lot of your work without any kind of direct supervision. You are the one that's going to be responsible for a lot of your own documentation, as well as your interaction with the other trades, the AHJ, and oftentimes the building owner. In order to get this certification, you got to pass the level 1 and level 2 exam, as well as have 2 years of experience in the field. Now, for level 3, things get a bit more difficult. So level 3, the perspective is that you are no longer just a technician. No, now you are in charge of people. Level 3 technicians, level 3 candidates are looked at as senior technicians, people that are going to be managing projects while on site, one project at a time, and being responsible for how you interact with other people, as well as your ability to manage other people, supervise other people. In order to get this certification, you've got to have level 1 and 2 certification, as well as 5 years of experience, and you're going to have a recommender. Level 4 is a senior engineering technician, or at least that's NICET's perspective. You are in charge of multiple people and multiple projects. You are at the top of the heap. The way that NICET looks at it is you are an expert in the code, and you are in charge of a lot of different things, people and projects included. You do have to have all the previous requirements, so level 1 certification, 2 certification, 3 certification, and in order to get this, you've got to pass the level 4 exam and have 10 years of experience in the field. Lastly, the calculation for how do I figure out how much experience I have. What you're going to do is take the amount of time in your position that you're in, multiply that by the percentage of work in that certification area. So an example for this is I've got 5 years in the field of fire alarm. 50% of that experience is going to be fire alarm. 50% of that experience will be for sprinkler. Well, when we apply that to NICET, that means you've got 2.5 years of fire alarm experience and 2.5 years of sprinkler experience. This is going to be adequate for your level 2 certification.